All right, y'all. So you today are still going to be using the idea of pi r squared times height to find the length or the volume of a cylinder. Now, however, today you're going to be practicing now. What if I don't give you all the information? You're missing pieces. How do you find it? So for instance, we're going to find the missing height. We are given the volume of 180 times pi and the radius of 6. So what we are going to go ahead and do is this. We know that whatever this is going to equal 180 times pi. Now, I don't have pi, so I'm going to go ahead and simplify that. 180 times 3.14. And so let's go ahead and do 565.2. And when I said I don't have pi on my calculator or computer. So now we're at 565.2, and we know that's going to equal your pi r squared, so 3.14 times 6 squared. And what we don't have, y'all, is that height. We don't know our height. And now I'm hoping you're looking at this, you're like, oh, this is linear equations. So what you'll do first, if you're missing the height, what you'll do first is do 6 times 6, which is 36. So now you're at 565.2 equals 3.14 times 36. And we still have that h. We don't know what that is. Let's continue combining like terms, or let's go ahead and if you wanted to, we could do 3.14 times 36, and you should end up with, now we're at 565.2 equals 103.04 h. Final step, y'all. Okay, we're going to go ahead and divide. All right, we'll divide by 113.04. And we'll do 565.2 divided by 113.04. So our height in this case is going to be h equals 5. Okay, you will need to know the process of solving linear equations. Okay, so that's how you do that one. I'm going to go ahead and erase. So if you want to, if you have it in pi form, you can go ahead and solve for pi and then go through and finding that h. And the second one, it says, what if we're missing the radius? Now this one's going to be a little bit more complicated. But let's go through this here. So again, we know that volume is going to be 300 pi. So let's simplify that and just do 300 times 3.14. And now we have 942 equals, okay, we know our height is 12. We know that pi is 3.14. But what we don't know is that radius squared. Okay, so let's go through this to solve everything we know how to. So we can go ahead and simplify that multiplication. 12 times 3.14. And you end up with, now we have 942 equals 37.68. Oops, 68. And then we know that we have that radius. So now, y'all, what we have to do next is we will have to divide. So 942 divided by 37.68. And you end up with 25. So now we have 25 equals r to the second. So there's two ways you can do this. Ask yourself, what times what equals 25? What times itself equals 25? Okay, not numbers, but like what times itself. So 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4. Well, 5 times 5 will equal 25. If you can't do that in your head, on your calculators, you'll be looking for this symbol right here. Oh, this square root symbol. Okay, you see I'm putting it, it's next to that A, B, C right here. Let's put it right here. If you hit that and you put 25 in it, the number that it equals, you will end up getting 5. Okay, so that's also an option if you don't know how to do that. Your activity today, complete the missing table activity. When finished, turn it in. Grab a second missing table, or you can complete the online activity that you will find in Schoology. Okay, if you finish one of those as well, turn it in. You are required to make sure that you get as much done as possible today. If you finish early, you can work on missing work. From my class, another class, check your grades, make sure you're passing your classes. Do not be bad. Do your work hard, be diligent, please. Okay? If you have any questions, you can go to Mrs. Lewis in her room and ask her for help if the sub is not able to. But have fun, be respectful, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.